Toninato in toward the goal, trying to cut toward the net. Picks it right back up over to the near side wall, finding Korchinski, who's content to take his time and space. Now Toninato back in over the blue line, holds up, has Korchinski near side, gives it to the Ice Hogs defenseman. He circles away from traffic, moves back up in between the circles, finding Lombardi. Lombardi for Korchinski, far side corner to the goal. Toninato, score! Dominic Toninato, the overtime hero, and the Ice Hogs come from behind and take down the Wild.
That's something that 67 in red can do for the team, as now right back in comes McCartney trying to get past Pietranero. Camesso with the save, a goal line stand as the net comes off, everyone crashing into the blue paint, and the puck stays out.
Behind his cage, Misiak had his pocket picked, and we got a fight here at center. It's Dylan Boucher going up against Roman Schmidt. Boucher connects with a right to start things off. He dodges a few hooks from Schmidt, tries to connect with Boucher, got all shoulder pads. Now Boucher connects with 2-3 consecutive haymakers, and he sends Schmidt down. Dylan Boucher giving up quite a bit of height. He's 6 foot. Roman Schmidt 6'5", and Dylan Boucher gets the better of that exchange. Finding Belpidio. Now over to the near side, Milano working on in. Down for Miroshnichenko, centering feed in front. Andrew Parrott getting a stick on an opportunity for Triniev. Back for Belpidio. Bears building pressure now. A centering feed, they score. Sonny Milano in his season debut with Hershey finds the back of the net on a great pass. Circle to circle, and Sonny Milano has his first with Hershey this season. It's a power play goal. Cini in over the line. Finding Hayes between the circles. Now Thompson moving in. Backdoor pass. Puck is loose. They score! A power play goal. Drew Camesso is starting the third period for the Ice Hogs. He's already faced 7 shots to start out this third frame. So back to 5-on-5 action in the final 11 minutes and change of this crucial third period between the Ice Hogs and the Wild. Ryan Mast will track down the puck inside of his own zone. Back to the safety behind his own cage. Sweeps it up for Savoie. Angled off the boards for Engelbert, who will just swat it back into the Iowa zone. Savoie giving chase into the corner. Couldn't corral the puck. Puck was loose for Engelbert. Uses the long reach to find Savoie. Now for Lombardi. He tried to fire it. And a centering feed in front. Ricocheted off of his skate. Back out of play. Again, for Peterson, during this 5-game win streak, has not surrendered more than 2 goals in each of those 5 games. Ice Hogs thus far just 2 shots on goal in this third period, being outshot 8-2. Outshot 28-13 at this point of the contest. A face-off controlled by the Wild inside of their own zone. Lambos reverses for Lewiski. Camesso moves the puck out in the direction of Toninato. Went off of his skate, and then a chance in front. Turned aside, never got to Camesso. Shot from distance, this time fired wide. Lambos into the corner, surveyed by Pitlick. Controlled by Brett Cini as the Ice Hogs captain finds Harding. Now connecting with Joey Anderson, who takes a heavy crunch but finds Harding with a chance. His shot skittered into the corner. Anderson crunching down into the corner. Now Pitlick corrals the puck. Watch closely in a strong play defensively by Gambrell. Sweeps it down the length of the ice, and an icing against Iowa. Milwaukee with the win earlier tonight, so they pick up 2 more points. The Ice Hogs looking to keep pace with Milwaukee in that 5th spot. Just 2 points ahead of these Iowa Wild coming into the game tonight. Still a handful of meetings between these 2 rivals. A clean win by Toninato. Finding Pouliot, he'll wrap it around the boards, back behind the cage. Lombardi, now Toninato. Up for Furlong, shot through traffic. Goes off of the kick plate and right back to the side of the cage where it can be settled down by Peterson. The crowd gathering back behind the cage. It appears cooler heads will prevail. Ice Hogs will be back in action next Friday night here at the BMO Center against Grand Rapids. 3-game weekend next week. Grand Rapids, Chicago, and then Grand Rapids again. Face-off coming back to the blocker side of Peterson. Toninato has been strong in the dot tonight. He'll go up against Hunter Haight. Another clean win by Toninato. Swept up for Furlong. A shot to reflects. They score! Redirected in front. And the Ice Hogs have tied the game at 3 with 10:16 to go. Kevin Lombardi with the redirection. And the Ice Hogs break through and tie the game at 3. And the shot from Jake Furlong from distance. Finding the twig of Kevin Lombardi, who gets his 10th goal of the year. At 9:44 of the third period, and we got a brand new ball game. So Kevin Lombardi goals in 2 out of his last 3 games. Brings the Ice Hogs back to square. So we hit the halfway point of the third period. And all of a sudden, the BMO Center back to life on a Saturday night. Foudy with trouble inside of his own zone. Takes a big hit by Misiak. Puck back behind the cage of Peterson. Furlong credited with the lone helper. And now Toninato announced the secondary assist. So Kevin Lombardi from Jake Furlong and Dominic Toninato. The 3-3 tie here in the third. Up to the point, it's Gleason. Throws it over to the far side. A shot from Olesen turned aside by Comesso. Rebound into the corner. Jones with a chance. Turned aside. Puck is loose. Comesso drops on it and holds on. Comesso sharp in this third period. It's a 3-3 tie, courtesy of Kevin Lombardi. The shot from the point, Jake Furlong. Lombardi deflects it home, his 10th of the year, ties the game at 3. We're back in a moment on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network. It's powered by BMO.